Right now, both sides of the Stellantis Jeep assembly plant are offline and workers are currently laid off. The plant normally produces the Gladiator and the Wrangler. However, production for both vehicles has been on pause since Monday.
What Stellantis just did with Jeep changes everything. The beloved Jeep brand, renowned for its off-road capabilities and adventurous lineage, is currently grappling with a crisis that could alter its course forever. With production stalls, job cuts, and a jaw-dropping drop in sales, Jeep's future is looking pretty uncertain. What does this spell out for the countless fans who count on Jeep for their wild off-road adventures? How will this seismic shift affect your next off-road expedition? The end of an era. Stellantis recently set off a shockwave in the automotive world with their announcement regarding Jeep, marking the end of an iconic brand while also leading to significant layoffs across their global workforce. Jeep has been a beloved staple in the automotive landscape, a brand that embodies adventure, freedom, and rugged determination. When we think of the great outdoors, spontaneous road trips, and exhilarating off-road experiences, the Jeep brand is often what comes to mind. But now, with the shutters coming down on Jeep and the dark clouds hanging over its sibling brands like Ram, Chrysler, and Dodge, we have to ask, what's really happening to the automotive industry? Jeep is currently battling some serious financial turbulence, and let me tell you, it's sending shockwaves throughout the automotive industry. The numbers don't lie, and they paint a rather grim picture of what's unfolding. Let me break it down to you. The fall of an icon. Let's talk about the sales decline, a story for the ages. Jeep's sales have taken a significant tumble, down by nearly 30% since hitting a glorious peak in 2018, when the brand boasted a record-breaking 973,200 vehicles sold. Fast forward to 2022, and that exuberant figure dropped to just 684,600 vehicles. That decline is more than just a blip on the radar. It signifies a loss of consumer engagement and perhaps even a budding disconnect between Jeep and its loyal fan base. Now that's a tough pill to swallow for a brand that once captured hearts and minds with a rugged allure. But wait, there's more to this story. If we zoom in on some recent trends, especially from the first half of 2023, we'll find more alarming stats. Jeep's market share is dwindling even further. Only 43% of Jeep owners decided to trade in their previous vehicles for new Jeeps. This reflects a decrease from 47% back in 2019. What's causing this reluctance? It seems that even faithful Jeep enthusiasts are becoming hesitant to stick with the brand. Perhaps they're eyeing other options or feeling disenchanted with what Jeep has to offer. That's a red flag for a company that prides itself on adventure and exploration. Now, let's shift our focus to inventory issues, which are another layer in this multifaceted dilemma. As of June 2023, Jeep had a staggering 77 days worth of supply of vehicles just sitting on dealer lots. To put that into perspective, the national average is about 53 days. Is that not a telltale sign of a mismatch between production and actual consumer demand? It certainly raises eyebrows. A surplus like this hints that Jeep might be producing more vehicles than they can sell, leading to overstocked lots that can't seem to clear out. Speaking of the bottom line, we can't ignore the financial projections that Stellantis has recently laid out for 2024. They've had to revise their profit forecasts, no small feat when you think about the implications. The latest guidance suggests an operating income margin of only 5.5% to 7%. Compare that with earlier aspirations of double-digit margins, and you'll see just how much things have changed. This significant downturn is largely attributed to challenges facing the North American market. So what does all of this mean for Jeep? The brand finds itself at a crossroads. Declining sales, dwindling market share, excess inventory, and lowered profit margins paint a picture of an organization that needs to reassess its strategies. This isn't just about numbers, it's a matter of perception and brand loyalty. And that's not all dealers are really feeling the pressure right now. And let's not kid ourselves, many are in a tough spot. Dealers' frustration. It's like navigating a stormy sea for them, as worries about covering their floor plan costs loom large. These costs, which include the interest they're paying on unsold inventory, are a constant source of stress. And for some, the situation is dire enough that bankruptcy is knocking at their door. It's truly heartbreaking to consider the hardworking dealers who've invested so much in building long-lasting relationships with their customers, only to find themselves feeling abandoned by the very manufacturers they support. Picture this: you walk into your favorite favorite local dealership, the place where you've purchased cars for years, where you know the staff by name, and you often chat about everything from engines to family vacations. Now, when you visit, it's like stepping into a different world. The dealer is struggling to stay afloat, slashing prices, offering discounts left and right, all in a desperate attempt to keep the lights on. It feels personal, doesn't it? It's more than just a dealership. These businesses are vital parts of our communities, investing in local events, sponsoring sports teams, and just genuinely being there for the neighborhoods they serve. To make matters worse, many dealers aren't sitting idly by, waiting for a miracle. They've been proactively reaching out to Stellantis executives, voicing their concerns, and seeking support for moving their inventory. They're not merely asking for handouts or a quick fix. Instead, they're calling for real partnerships and collaboration. It's reminiscent of the age-old question in business. Isn't that what it's all about? Working together towards shared goals and mutual success. Dealerships are not just outlets for selling vehicles. They are hubs of connection, trust, and community. Those relationships that dealers build with their customers are invaluable. Approximately 80% of car buyers report that they would choose to return to a dealer with whom they had a positive past experience. This reiterates the importance of dealerships in the car buying journey. Yet the current economic climate is creating waves that threaten to disrupt this ecosystem. A broken partnership. Many dealers are taking a stand and reaching out directly to Stellantis executives, voicing their concerns and desperately seeking support to help move their inventory. It's not just about asking for a handout. These dealers are seeking genuine partnerships and collaboration that can bring about real change. Isn't that what the business world should be centered around? Working together toward mutual success and shared goals. Unfortunately, instead of fostering that spirit of collaboration, the industry is becoming increasingly mired in feelings of betrayal and uncertainty. Stellantis isn't merely disappointing dealers, they are also making substantial cuts to their workforce. In fact, layoffs could begin as soon as October 8, which is a significant concern that will ripple through families and communities. Just imagine being a worker in that environment, only to hear news that your job may be at risk. It's enough to send anyone into a whirlwind of anxiety and angst. The headlines coming from the Warren Truck Assembly Plant are downright shocking. Stellantis has announced plans to lay off as many as 2,450 workers at this crucial manufacturing facility in Michigan. This decision carries significant implications not just for the employees, but also for the local economy and community. The layoffs are tied directly to a halting of production for the iconic Ram 1500 pickup truck model. So, what does this mean for those employed at the plant? The layoffs are slated to start on October 8th, 2024. That's right, over 60% of the plant's workforce, which amounts to around 3,700 United Auto workers, represented workers could find themselves facing unemployment. Unfortunately, the bad news doesn't stop there. Fast forward to July 2024, and Stellantis temporarily laid off another 1,600 employees at the Warren plant again, directly linking the action to reduced vehicle output. This paints a troubling picture of Stellantis' ongoing struggles with market demand and effective inventory management. The ramifications of these layoffs extend beyond the assembly lines. They affect entire communities, families, and the broader economy. In light of all this, the future of the Warren Truck Assembly Plant now hangs precariously in the balance. As Stellantis navigates the stormy waters marked by economic uncertainty and fluctuating demand, the consequences of these layoffs could resonate for years to come. It raises an unsettling question. What does the future hold for the dedicated workforce that has poured their heart and soul into building some of America's most beloved trucks? The road ahead indeed looks littered with challenges, and this evolving narrative is one that many will follow closely in the coming months. United Auto Workers takes a stand. It's pretty obvious that a storm is brewing with the United Auto Workers. As the power of workers is being tested yet again, the union is stepping up to remind everyone just how essential they are for protecting employee rights and ensuring job stability during these chaotic times. Just think about it. Thousands of workers are facing uncertainty as they ponder their futures, and the United Auto Workers is right there in the fray, pushing back against corporate decisions that threaten the livelihoods of its members. This isn't just about job losses. It becomes a vital battle for ensuring that workers can feel safe and secure in their positions. Look, let's talk about United Auto Workers President Shawn Fain for a moment. He has emerged as a significant voice against Stellantis and its handling of these layoffs. Fain is particularly furious over the decision to eliminate around 2,450 jobs at the Warren Truck Assembly Plant. And what makes this even more infuriating for him is Stellantis' simultaneous announcement of a jaw-dropping $406 million investment aimed at ramping up electric vehicle production. Can you imagine that juxtaposition? Here's a company jacking up investment in electric vehicles while cutting jobs left and right. It's a bitter pill to swallow, also, and Fain isn't pulling any punches in expressing his discontent. Fain hasn't held back in criticizing CEO Carlos Tavares, labeling his actions as pathetic. Why? Because while Tavares is pocketing a whopping 56% pay increase, countless employees are being given the boot. In a powerful statement, Fain emphasized, "The American taxpayer has invested in Stellantis. Workers have invested in Stellantis. It's time for Stellantis to invest in us." His words resonate deeply, emphasizing that if the company is to thrive, it needs to prioritize its workforce as much as it focuses on maximizing financial profits. In this ongoing fight for accountability, the UAW stands firm in its stance that Stellantis must adhere to the promises made to its workers. Fain has made it crystal clear that the union isn't after empty words. They demand solid guarantees that job stability will take precedence in the near future. "We need real commitments to job security," he stated, underscoring how vital it is for employees, who have dedicated countless hours to building vehicles, to feel secure in their roles. This isn't merely about the numbers on a balance sheet, it's about the livelihoods that depend on these jobs and the entire communities that thrive around them. So what's the strategy moving forward for the United Auto Workers and its members amid this turmoil? What has the union done? Well, the union has taken the initiative to rally grassroots efforts, working to unite its members in solid support of each other. Union leaders have organized demonstrations and meetings, striving to bolster morale among those facing an uncertain future. The underlying message is pretty straightforward. Unity among workers is crucial in this battle against corporate greed and indifference, and they know they need to stand together to make their voices heard. In the face of these challenges, what really stands out is the resilience of union members who are refusing to back down. They're determined to push for what's right. We're witnessing a collective awakening as workers understand that when they band together under the United Auto Workers banner, they amplify their strength. The union isn't simply a safety net, it's a powerful force aimed at leveling the playing field between corporate giants and hardworking individuals who are often at the mercy of larger market forces. This push for solidarity transcends the immediate layoffs. It's about envisioning a future where workers have a say in their job security and working conditions. The United Auto Workers has long been a backbone for workers in the automotive industry, and in this moment of crisis, it's clear that their role is more vital than ever. The stakes are high as the United Auto Workers engages in a multifaceted strategy that includes not only protests, but also partnerships with local communities and advocacy for legislative support. Now, you are probably asking, how did Jeep end up here? Well, everything we're seeing today starts with the monumental merger that gave rise to Stellantis, a massive automotive powerhouse formed from the union of Fiat Chrysler and PSA Group. Ever since this colossal collaboration took shape, we've observed a whirlwind of strategic shifts cascading down from the very top. This new corporate mantra has introduced a fresh concept, but not every brand under the Stellantis umbrella is emerging victorious with this revamped formula. In fact, some are floundering quite significantly. A misguided pursuit. It's hard to deny the iconic reputation that Jeep carries. It represents rugged off-road vehicles that have captured the hearts of adventurers and everyday drivers alike for decades. Yet suddenly, it feels as though Stellantis is trying to shove Jeep into a new role that simply doesn't align with its true essence. Picture it, Jeep, a brand that thrives on a sense of adventure, is now trying to pivot and vie for a spot in the luxury market. They're looking to compete with illustrious names like Land Rover and Lexus, but let's be real, this goal seems like a serious misstep. Jeep's unique charm has always revolved around its reliability and accessibility, the promise of uncharted adventures at the turn of the key, but these days, it appears they're laser-focused on creating vehicles loaded with extravagant interiors and high-end technology, diverting from their core strength. This new trajectory raises an important question. Is it really wise for Jeep to chase after luxury brands? The answer seems fairly intuitive. Historically, even automotive giants like Toyota have encountered rough waters trying to dabble in the luxury space, which prompted them to launch Lexus as a separate entity altogether. So here we are, watching Stellantis embark on yet another dubious decision, which feels alarmingly blind to the rich legacy of what Jeep has always stood for. And what about the management shakeup? It's like watching a revolving door of executives at Jeep headquarters. Seriously, it seems that each time we blink, a new head of Jeep is stepping in or out. Just recently, there was a significant shake in leadership with the departure of the North American Jeep chief. This constant churn leaves employees and stakeholders riding a roller coaster of uncertainty. Why is this executive shuffle happening? Spoiler alert, the current strategy doesn't seem to be hitting the mark, and you can bet that this reality is frustrating for everyone involved, all the way up to the executive suite. Then, of course, there are the competitors watching this spectacle unfold? Brands like Ford are proving to be formidable opponents, rolling out new models that appeal to both adventure enthusiasts and everyday drivers without having to break the bank. Enter the Bronco, a comeback that's been nothing short of sensational. This bad boy is capturing hearts and wallets, delighting buyers who crave a robust vehicle that delivers on the promise of adventure. If Jeep is going to stay relevant, it's evident they need to seriously rethink their game plan and get back in the race with a fresh approach. And what's the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration doing about this mess? Well, they're investigating, and the implications of their findings could lead to recalls. Definitely not good news for anyone. Consumers, you bet they're feeling uneasy. Who in their right mind wants to drive a vehicle that might transform into a bonfire on wheels? This grim scenario is the exact opposite of what you want when your brand is built on the promise of toughness and reliability. Pricing dilemma. This is where things start to get really complicated. If Stellantis wants to breathe new life into sales, they're gonna have to seriously consider slashing prices, like significantly. Sure, they've made some noises about offering discounts, such as $5,000 off their vehicles, but let's be real here. That kind of reduction is pretty paltry when consumers are expecting much heftier cuts. We've all heard the saying, you get what you pay for, but in today's market, buyers are hunting for the best bang for their buck, especially when they're forking over tens of thousands of dollars for a new ride. Just imagine walking into your favorite store, excited, only to discover that those jeans you had your eyes on are still priced as if they're high fashion designer wear. Meanwhile, comparable jeans are available for half the cost down the street. That's exactly how potential buyers are feeling about the Wranglers and Grand Cherokees right now. This is the first major hurdle Stellantis has to clear, re-establishing that vital connection with consumers and getting back in touch with us, the buyers. For Stellantis to effectively steer this ship back on course, they need to reconnect with their core audience, the adventure seekers who want reliability without compromising their finances. It's essential for them to rekindle that spark, the very reason we fell in love with Jeep in the first place. Remember those spontaneous weekend getaways into the wild, or those memorable family camping trips where you could fit all your gear comfortably in the back without worrying about your budget? That sense of practicality and fun is what made Jeep a household name. Furthermore, if Stellantis were to prioritize affordability while maintaining Jeep's renowned durability, they might just find a way to rekindle the connection with their longtime customers. After all, everyone loves a good deal, and demonstrating that Jeep can deliver quality without sky-high prices would generate excitement at all levels. Shift in consumers' preference. Today's buyers are savvy and informed. They have an entire world of options at their fingertips. As they evolve, it's crucial for brands like Jeep to stay ahead of these trends. Are they aware that many people are searching not just for rugged capability, but also for eco-friendliness? The rise of electric vehicles is a clear indicator of this societal shift. In this context, Jeep has an exciting opportunity to capitalize on consumer interest in sustainability. What if they introduced electric or hybrid models that maintain their iconic off-road capabilities? This transition could entice environmentally conscious buyers while keeping the fundamental adventurous spirit alive. Imagine exploring the great outdoors in an electric Jeep that's both powerful and eco-friendly. Now, that's a marketing dream come true. Moreover, the technological advancements within vehicles today cannot be ignored. Consumers are increasingly looking for features that enhance the driving experience. Think advanced safety systems, seamless infotainment capabilities, and connectivity features that make every ride enjoyable. Incorporating cutting-edge technology into the Jeep lineup could give a fresh appeal to both new and existing customers. Let's not overlook the importance of building community and fostering loyalty among Jeep enthusiasts. Stellantis could leverage social media platforms to engage audiences and create buzz around their brand. Hosting events, sponsoring adventure races, or even organizing Jeep family reunions can forge a sense of belonging and camaraderie. After all, many Jeep owners see their vehicles not just as modes of transport, but as gateways to new adventures and lifelong memories. Cultivating that community feeling could rekindle passion and excitement, which in turn drives sales. Additionally, customer feedback is gold in today's market. Stellantis should take cues from their consumers, inviting them to share their thoughts and opinions on vehicle designs, features, and overall experiences. Whether it's through social media channels, surveys, or focus groups, engaging with customers directly can provide invaluable insights that shape the future of the brand. What are Stellantis doing now? They're rolling out something seriously special, introducing the highly anticipated final edition model that pays homage to their legendary legacy while boldly embracing the future. This isn't just any truck. This limited production vehicle will be capped at a mere 4,000 units worldwide, which not only makes it a rare collector's item, but also a fitting tribute to the brand's storied history. Talk about exclusive. Now let's dive deeper into what truly sets the Ram 1500 TRX Final Edition apart. They are going all in, doubling down on what makes this truck a powerhouse. We're not dealing with a standard pickup here. This is a high-performance beast, a golden ticket to adrenaline-fueled adventures wrapped in luxurious comfort. Under the hood, you'll discover the heart of this beast, a jaw-dropping 6.2-liter supercharged Hemi V8 engine. Can you even grasp how impressive that is? We're talking about an astonishing 702 horsepower and a whopping 650 pound-feet of torque bursting forth, ready to take on anything. But if you're looking for excitement, wait until you feel the sheer thrill of this truck's acceleration. Want to experience that exhilarating stomach drop? Buckle up. This powerhouse rockets from 0 to 60 miles per hour in a blistering 4.5 seconds. Imagine that rush, the world blurring past as you push the pedal to the metal. It's not merely fast, it's a visceral experience that catapults you into the realm of exhilaration, leaving you grinning from ear to ear as the engine lets out a thunderous roar. Want to know the best part about all of this? Step inside and the experience elevates even higher, transforming your perception of what a truck can be. The interior is decked out with enhancements that practically scream luxury. You're greeted by patina contrast stitching and bold TRX embroidery that makes it clear you're in something special. Those special faux suede door panels embrace you the moment you slip inside, welcoming you into a space designed for both aesthetics and functionality. Every detail has been meticulously crafted, culminating in a striking gauge cluster that proudly displays Final Edition, reminding you that you're driving a piece of automotive history. But we can't ignore the tech features that have been incorporated into this beauty. The cabin is home to a premium 19-speaker Harman Kardon sound system that delivers audio so crisp you might just forget you're in a truck and feel like you're at a live concert instead. Want a modern touch to your driving experience? A sleek head-up display and a digital rear-view mirror are part of the package, making every drive feel like a scene from a cutting-edge sci-fi movie. You'll also relish in heated and ventilated seats that pamper you no matter what the weather throws at you. Absolutely luxurious. And let's not forget what makes the Ram series so invaluable to drivers. This isn't just about a pretty exterior or a luxurious interior. It's about performance across various terrains and conditions. The TRX is engineered to handle off-road adventures like a pro. The sophisticated suspension system is built for rugged terrain, ensuring that you can confidently conquer rocky paths or muddy back roads without breaking a sweat or your bank account. But what do you think about Jeep's direction? Are you concerned about the future of your favorite dealership or the brand itself? Let us know your thoughts in the comment below.